it is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and Cut to You is doing 12 days of Christmas. So the design team the days are a little off from our normal design team layouts because we're doing the first 12 days. So I am super excited. So head over to the blog because there is a special discount code and you need it. Okay. So head over there and check it out. I am using A Very Merry Christmas cut file, and I love this. It's stacked up like a Christmas tree. It's even got a star on the top. So what I did was I cut it out in just some plain like hunter green cardstock, and then I backed it with a couple of papers from two different collections. So the first collection is called Mad Plaid Christmas by Photo Play, and the other one is Mittens and Mistletoe from Crate Paper. So these two collections I am going to be using in my December daily this year. And I thought this cut file was super fun to actually be the cover of my December daily. So, the star is some gold glitter paper. Of course, you have to have a glittery star, right? So the two papers that you see on the front of my December daily album right now are from that Photo Play collection. And I just went ahead and measured the front side. So the holly paper is 6 inches wide. That way I could get the exact same amount on the front and back. And then I'm going to take that red plaid and I'm going to wrap it around the spine to meet the other. So they do match. The only thing that's going to be different is I had this green ribbon that I'm going to use on the front. And so I wrapped that around to basically hide that seam. And then I'm going through a couple of ephemera packs from the Mittens and Mistletoe, and then last year's Christmas collection called Busy Sidewalks. So I pulled out a few different things, and I'm kind of just trying to decide how I am going to embellish this front cover. So I love the presents because it just adds some more to the fact that the cut file is cut like a Christmas tree. So I wanted those on the bottom. And then I decided that I wanted the year to go on the bottom as well so that it can kind of read A Very Merry Christmas 2022. And so I decided to add a tag and a label, just something for those letter stickers to land on. So at first I'm thinking that I'm going to just do some glittery gold letters. So in my head, that's what's going on. And then I decided it'd be kind of nice to have this cute little cluster up there in the top right hand corner. So I'm going to add a couple of pieces of embellishments up there. And then I'm like, this seems really busy. I mean, I like it busy because December daily, I love all this stuff, but I felt like it just needed a little something. So I'm going to play with things. I'm going to think about it. And I'm ultimately going to take some Shimmers Inklings in Good as Gold. And I'm basically going to draw, like I'm going to leave my cut file there. And then I'm going to draw around it so I kind of know where the outline of the cut file is going to be. and it does warp the paper just a smidge, but after it's dry, it's not warped at all. Like, not even the slightest. It's perfect. So I did get a little bit on the cut file, but a little more shimmery gold there on the top. Not a big deal. So once I get this kind of wrapped around, I'm going to take the cut file off, and you can kind of see there is my, whatever you want to call it, my outline. And I am just going to take my paintbrush and I am going to basically paint it in so that you're able to see through the cut file that kind of glow. That's what I'm going for. I want the cut file to glow off of the page of the cover. And then, I don't know if it's just you, but when I do any sort of mixed media, whether it's the packaging technique or painting or something, like, I feel like there has to be some splatters. So that had to happen. Now, I didn't really wait for this to dry at all. I thought, okay, well, I'm gonna glue my top piece, and then I was like, I'm gonna glue the cut file down. So because it is the cover of the album and it's not in a page protector or anything, I am going to use liquid glue. This is my Nuvo Deluxe adhesive. I am going to use that to glue every piece down because I don't want anything coming off. I do stack my books together, so the covers, they're going to touch. So even though I am gluing this down on some wet adhesive, it's good and stuck. Now, for some reason, I felt like my cut file was a little off. So found my T-square ruler, thank goodness. Not that I use it a whole lot, but I use it enough. And so I'm going to adjust that. I'm going to make sure that it is nice and straight there at the bottom. And then I am going to add a couple of those embellishments left. So I love the idea of putting this floral piece over on the left-hand side. And that kind of brings it all together. And then I decide, I should probably glue down my ribbon. And I'm not so sure that was a good idea. I mean, it's a good idea because you don't want it to slide anywhere, which I don't think it would. But the wet glue definitely leaves a hue of darkness underneath there. So that's a little noticeable. And then I wanted to glue down the bow part, I guess I would say. And I actually couldn't get it to stay. So I put some glue dots and it seems to be working for now. So we'll see how that goes. Now, I remembered that I had this Bramble Fox perspective that said 2022. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to use it. I love it. It's super cool. It's mirrored. So it almost gives a silvery vibe. But I decided I'm good with it. I'm going with it. It's mirrored. It's not silver. And I think either of them could work. I did kind of toy with the idea of doing something else, but I do like it on there. So definitely let me know what you think. I went ahead and off screen put together the rest of the back, and to cover the seam, I just used some washi tape. So that's going to do it. Check out the blog and Facebook group, and remember to wear your crown. Bye.